All right, let's get this party started. All right. Oh, let me move my glass out of the way. Welcome in, everybody. Soul Commodore back at you again, here with another, another art session. Hey, no problem, Mio. Thank you for the lurk. I will give you my little lurk song, of course. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your lurk. It's always good to see you. And also, hello, El. Welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, today we're going to do some more art. And for those of you who may not have the context of the stuff we're working on, because I'm sure this looks a little strange, it's a series of works that I'm doing for an upcoming exhibition proposal where I want to get the work done first for a show called Anybody But Myself, in which I'm kind of exploring the ideas of what it means to be yourself, the masks that we put on, the ways we disguise ourselves, not feeling comfortable in our own skin, times in our lives where we feel like we wish we could be anybody other than ourselves, right? So this is a series of drawings and paintings, it's both, that are going to be kind of working within that idea. So this series of drawings, there's going to be other stuff too, like I'm thinking of doing a video, I'm thinking of doing some paintings, like some bigger like taller paintings as opposed to big and wide. So no 6x4s with this one, as opposed to my last show. But this is more so, these drawings are supposed to, like, all the figures in them, you can't really see their faces. Any face that would be facing toward the camera where you would be able to see the entire face is going to be obscured or distorted in some way. There's another example of one that I did earlier, which I think we actually did this on stream, but I'm going to show it again. So this is another iteration of that theme. So you see what I mean by just complete distortion. Like this is the only figure where you would be able to see her face straight on, and it's completely wiped out. So that's kind of what we're going for. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get cracking. Once I put this away. Just laying that up over there. If it falls, it falls. Actually, there is one thing that I do need. I need a piece of paper to put under my hand so that we don't smear any of this charcoal, because like a fool, man plans and God laughs, you know what I mean? I had a plan to spray the charcoal with a fixative, workable fixative, so you could still work on top of it, instead of using vinyl fixative. And that would also prevent any sort of smearing of the charcoal if I inadvertently put my hand in it while I was doing the painting part. And then silly old me completely forgot to do that step. So this is all still raw charcoal that can be smeared quite easily. So yeah, everybody just sit back, relax, and I'm actually gonna flip this around. Spray it now? I can't spray it now, unfortunately, because it's gonna take like a couple minutes to dry, and I can't really spray it inside because my wife doesn't quite like the smell, and it's a little the weather outside's a little windy, so but it's okay. We've got this. Also, I'll be working up in this corner, so really what I need to do is just cover that, and we should be fine. But yeah, we'll be alright. Take the plastic wrap off of me. So for some reason, still my webcam likes to lag, and I think that's just the way the built-in webcam is, because I've changed the settings on it. It's still lagging. I don't know why, but it seems like I finally fixed the issues I had with my actual camera. So yeah, that seems to be doing all right. I haven't seen any of the glitchiness yet. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, L. If it was like super sunny and warm outside and it wasn't windy, I'd probably just spray it now and chat with y'all. All y'all. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's just the way that the built-in webcam is. Down the line, I'll probably get a better webcam, but it is annoying. But hey, what are you gonna do? Okay. So we are going to. Yeah, it's not a high-powered tool. True. True. My main goal for today is to basically really clean this pixelation up as much as I can. Also, let me know if the music is too loud. I never know with these things because OBS just changes your settings overnight. So who knows? It's alright. Music is a little loud. Okay, let me turn it down. How's that? No worries, thank you. The feedback is essential. I remember my very first stream. I tried to stream with a laptop that did not have streaming capabilities, but I didn't know that at the time. So like every couple of minutes, somebody was like, "Hey, your painting looks good, but like you're like buffering like crazy." And I was like, "Oh, I guess this is a little different than Instagram." We also didn't have the fiber internet that we have now. So the internet also didn't have the capabilities of running a stream. But thankfully, over time, we got those issues solved. Which I'm very happy for because it meant that I got to meet all y'all. Now, these squares don't have to be perfect, but I'm just trying to get them as even as possible. Like, there's not going to be very many people who are going to see, like, when it's hanging in the show, like, they're not going to see them up close because they're going to be up on the wall. But I do still want to make these as tight as possible, you know? Hope you all are having a good week so far. We had a good weekend. My wife went to go see Six, which is a musical about the six wives of Henry VIII. And while she was doing that, I went out and had lunch with three of my groomsmen from our wedding. So that was really nice. Then just kind of relaxed the rest of the weekend. Thank you. Yeah, it was great. She loved the play. I had a great time with my friends. It was a good time. It was a very good time. This week's going to be very busy in that Wednesday we have a dance class that we take.
Like I'm streaming tomorrow right after work, so like around 4:30 or so. And then Wednesday we got dance class. Thursday I'm going to an art talk for an exhibition by the curator at the Station Gallery, Alex Plushenko. It's his own work, so I'm really looking forward to that. So unfortunately, that means there won't be a stream on Thursday, but I'll be at an art talk, seeing his fantastic work. Um,
So let me see if I can find his website, because y'all really deserve to see Olex's work. He does very cinematic charcoal drawings. Quite quite fantastic. So this is his page from the gallery that represents him. So I'm gonna throw that in chat. Check it out at your leisure. But yeah, he's got an exhibition on right now, and so I'm gonna go see the art talk for that on Thursday. Then Friday after work, my wife and I and some friends of ours are gonna go see Sean Desmond because my wife grew up on listening to a lot of Sean Desmond. I didn't, but hey, that's all right. It's gonna be a fun show. He's one of those artists where like I don't really remember any of his songs until I hear them, and then I'm like, oh yeah, no, I remember hearing that back in the day. And then Saturday, the same friends that we're going with, they're having a little surprise party for um, the one friend it's her birthday, so we're gonna have a little party for her. But shh, mum's the word. Oh, it's no worries. He's a Canadian like pop R&B singer. Had a lot of like hits in the early 2000s. Um, wasn't super popular outside Canada, although I think he did have a couple of hits on the charts in the States, but um, very popular in Canada. Um, very much so. Uh, Actually, a lot of our friend group, a lot of our birthdays are in March. Uh, like one of the groomsmen and his fiance, the two that live downstairs, their birthdays are in March. Our other friend is in March. My birthday's in March. And then my wife's birthday's in April, like the beginning of April. It's a popular month. Oh, your roommate's birthday's in March too? Hey, March is a good month. It's a great month. When I was a kid, my favorite thing to do on my birthday, if it was warm enough, was to go outside and play basketball. Because half the years it would be, and then half the years it'd be snowing and stuff. But I'd still go out there and play. I do love me some football or basketball. I do love football too, although less now. Now basketball is more my number one thing. When I was in university, this wasn't great, but you don't get March break. At least at my school, you didn't. But I would still kind of take March break off anyway because I was like, next week's my birthday, so I'm gonna take March break off the week before my birthday, which wasn't the smartest idea, but I was young and dumb.
Yeah, I got a. This is gonna be a. The rest of this month, I've got a lot of well, going into March too, I've got a lot of plans. I'm gonna be hitting the gym back again like I used to. Got a big plan for that. So y'all gonna see Soul shed some pounds because I've gained a little more than I want to. So I'm gonna be. I mean, most of that is diet, so I am like eating a little healthier, eating a little less, and then gonna be moving a lot more. Like I said, back to the way I used to before before I hit my 30s. Lord to that. It's not going to be anything too drastic, just getting back to the routine that I used to be doing. It's actually going to be starting tonight when I go to the gym. Need to start up on working out again, but I've been so sick I haven't been able to. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Definitely healing up from being sick takes precedent. Most definitely that takes precedent. Plus, healing from being sick can be difficult, you know, because sometimes there's not really a timetable to it. Sorry to hear that you've been so sick, though. Hopefully all this is coming across on camera okay. Because I am doing like pretty minute work, but I can't really zoom in much more because my phone camera isn't super great. And everything would just kind of end up kind of pixelated. Much like, just like what I'm doing here. Not much I can do. That's how disability works. There's nothing to be worried over, though. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I just hope you're able to management as best as you can. You know? I have another friend who used to work a lot in like exploring disability and like trying to find ways for better disability advocacy. And man, it is incredible how much of everything is so ableist. Like in ways that I wouldn't even think of, you know, in terms of like infrastructure and all that. I mean, I work at a government building where half the time the wheelchair accessible like the automatic door openers don't work, and it's like this is a federal building. Like what's going on here? Yeah, so many hoops. It's ridiculous. Punishing people for being unwell, like it's punishing people for being unwell and or just for the way that their body works, you know? Grabbing another brush. Where did my rag go? Oh, it's behind me. Perfect. That's annoying. I remember there was a big debate when I went to school about reframing disability as like differently abled, and how a lot of people were pushing against that, who were disabled. And I remember a lot of people being up in arms about it. It was like, why? Listen, obviously, like one disabled person or a group of disabled people don't speak for all of them, but if this person doesn't want to be referred to as differently able and rather would be referred to as disabled, why don't you just respect that? They know how they feel about it. Yeah, it's a little stupid and pandering. Yeah, I was actually telling my wife earlier today, because you'll find that a lot with racial stuff too, where like people are well-meaning, but it's like, why don't you actually talk to somebody who's, in it to see some different perspectives? A couple of years ago, the football team in Washington, now they're the Washington Commanders, but they went by a fairly, I mean, their team name was a racial slur, and this was an NFL team, like a professional football team that had like a racial slur. And of course, you have the people saying like, well, all these different Native American tribes don't have a problem with the name. And it's like, again, they don't speak for everyone, and there are plenty that are offended by it. But I remember seeing an article on, they interviewed somebody, I forget which First Nations group it was, but it was some group up here in Canada. It might have been Iroquois, I'm not sure. Anyway, they asked them how they felt about the whole debate about the Washington football team's name. And they were like, well, personally, I find it offensive, but I'm really much more concerned about the fact that we don't have drinkable water in a lot of First Nations areas. Like we don't have drinkable potable water. That's a much bigger issue. So maybe we could work on solving that. And every time they asked questions, they kind of steered it back to that because it's a gigantic issue. You're just differently abled. Bitch, I can't walk for more than 15 to 30 minutes. What's my extra ability? Sitting down in the middle of the store? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's all. It's all so silly sometimes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start putting in some more of the gray tiles. I'm not sure this is the best brush for it, but I'm gonna use it because it's in my hand. It is the mood, ain't it? I should have used a smaller brush, but we'll do this part at least, and then I'll switch over. Oh, you know what? Change brush? But I have this one out already. Yeah. I'm gonna take a quick detour because I need to share something with y'all. Because our mod here had very good news. He doesn't have much, at least from what I've seen, like he doesn't have much time to be on Twitch all that often anymore. But he's got great news. Let's see if I can find it. Come on, computer. Get with it. Let me share this link with you all, because this is very, very exciting. Back to this gray. Oh, it dried out a little on me. Wake it back up. Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, Jake. Making some big moves. Yeah, I'm very happy for him. That job's been a long time coming. And Scottish women's football is in very, very good hands with him. That a little. That's okay.
he was so miserable in his old job. I'm so glad he's got something great now.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. That's a big reason why I'm very happy for him. Because this is something that like motivates him and inspires him, and it's something that he actually wants to do. It's great to see. I'm FaceTime with him in a minute. Should do that on Sunday. I've got nothing going on Sunday other than streaming with y'all, you know.
Okay. So now we're gonna switch colors. But not brushes. No, we're not switching brushes. No, just colors. Light peachy color. Come in here, clean this up. Very glad that we're in the era that we are now, where, speaking of switching brushes, I started using my soft painting brush to do sketches, and then tried it for line work a few times. No one noticed at all. Oh, well, how did the change feel for you? Did you feel like the results were better, or worse, the same? I was saying I'm glad that obviously there's still like a lot of problems with like toxic masculinity and all that, most definitely. But I am glad that we are in an era where more men are feeling more comfortable to like express their emotions towards other men. You know, at least in myself, like I have to give a lot of credit to that in me to my dad, because my dad grew up. Your lines are less graphical and comic booky, so I don't know. It's okay.
Hey, fair enough. Fair enough.
I know there are quite a few times where I'm not quite sure how I feel about a new technique or tool that I'm using.
So that is fair enough.
Hey, Xanity, welcome in. How are you?
But I have to give a lot of credit to my dad, because my dad grew up in an era where you didn't show love or affection to other men, and he didn't get a whole lot of that, at least like expressly growing up, right? And he grew up with the philosophy that my kids are never going to have a doubt about how I feel about them. And my dad and my mom too, because it was a concerted effort by both of them, like made sure that they said I love you, and you know, good words of affirmation and love and caring all through our childhood. So there was never a doubt in our minds how they felt about us. And I tried my best, but still had a little bit of trouble showing affection towards other guys. in terms of like, platonic affection like that. Um, Up until unfortunately, like my mom died, and I had trouble with it mostly because I had trouble doing that with anybody. It wasn't just men. Um, and now I'm all about it. Like I'll tell you I love you. You know. Oh, thank you for the glug glug redemption. Appreciate it. You're angry with your landlord, but really happy with other things. Well, I'm sorry that you're having troubles with your landlord, or your landlord's being difficult. I've definitely been there. That sucks. But I'm glad that you're happy with other things, and I'm glad that you're digging this so far. I am too. um, I'm very, very happy for Jake, and I love the fact that he's got something now that he actually enjoys doing. Extremely happy for him. 'Cause I love that dude. There's a reason he's one of my groomsmen and one of my oldest, dearest friends. Someone outside honking their horn, and I don't know why. Okay, let's clean up some more of this. Starting with the gray. So we're gonna go back to using gray here. Actually, hold on. Let's do that brown color first. I like to see my people do well, People with whom I keep company, I like to see them do well. All right. I was laying in bed last night, and I mean, this thought has been in my mind for a while, but I was just thinking it through again, because I'm not saying I'm going to do it, because I mean, Lord knows there's enough of them around, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to, because I'm sure one exists. If it does, I haven't found it. I don't listen to it, but I'm sure one exists. But I think it'd be cool to listen to a podcast that speaks expressly about artists, the creative process with all sorts of different artists and all different types of artists, whether it's digital, traditional, people who make videos, people who make movies, people who make music, writers, video game developers, anybody who creates something, and just learning about their creative process from someone who has a creative process themselves, And I actually went on my podcast app that I use and searched up like, hey, are there any podcasts that have the name like The Process or Processing? And there aren't. There's especially processing. There's like a bunch of podcasts that have that, and a lot of them have to deal with grief. It was like, well, okay, that's fair. But I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cool to do. Just interview people see what their creative process is like. Because everyone's creative process is so different, right? But I think it'd be a cool little window into other people's creative. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll actually do that. Maybe when things have settled down with the house. I'm gonna be quieter because my hands are bad. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, hey, thank you for being here. You can be as quiet or as loud as you like. But in the meantime, I'll sing my little lurk song. I always feel like somebody's watching me. That's also a very cute lurk emote. I like that. I like that a lot. But it's always good to have you here, Xanity. Whether you're lurking, whether you're active in chat, it's good to have you here. Ooh, so Paint Jake from the article. Okay. All right. Gotta find some paper I can do this on. All right. Bear with me while I find a piece of paper that I can do this on. Unless there's one with the back here. Oh no, I've got a booklet over here. Just a minute, everybody. Okay. Oh yeah, there's lots of paper in this. Why have I not used this notebook? This is weird. So much paper in here. Okay. Oh. Okay, so move this down here. Move this here. All right. Let me switch brushes because I'm going to need a bigger brush for this. And I'm going to need a countdown. Let's see. So we'll do it here. Change this. What's today, the 26th? Yeah. Okay. 18. 52, 58. Wait, no. Oh, no, it's 26. 8. Oh, I see. Hold on. I see what was happening. Okay. Let's just make it a 7 o'clock. Okay. So we got the countdown going. Now I just need to find the countdown on here. The media source? Nope. Display capture? Nope. Text? Hey, there it is. It's in text. Oh, you're not causing problems. I just haven't done this in a minute. Properties. Oh, actually, I'm gonna make a new one. Hold on. Let me remove this one. Yes, I want to remove countdown. I'm gonna do another one. Where was that? Text, that's where it was. Create new. Countdown for speed paint. You're seeing how the sausage is made. Copper plate Gothic. Oh, not Copper plate Gothic. That's not the one I need. It's Century Gothic. That's what I want. All right. Now I just need to copy path to clipboard, and in we go. So let me I'm gonna have to look at this. Sorry, I'm almost done. I'm just gonna open up the speed paint one again just to see exactly how it's set up. Properties. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. Remove this. Yes. And countdown from speed paint. Read from file. Copy path to clipboard. I don't want that. I want snaz. Program files. Okay. Okay. You should come up now. Hopefully. Okay. So now I just need to set the time on it. And we'll keep it over here in this corner. Go here. 5 minutes. And let me pull up the picture of Jake. Should be on the next tab. Yeah. All right. Are we ready? Actually, I'm gonna do 5:15, and then that gives me 15 seconds to get set. There we go. All right. Here we go. 2, 1, boom. Man, it has been a minute since I've speed painted. Kind of filling his face with How are there only 3.5 minutes left? Man. Yeah. Paint on my brush. Ah. exactly, but close enough. This is gonna go over a little, but I think that's okay. I don't think anyone will mind. All right. I've got kind of the same color for his hair, so just kind of lay that in. Let me restart it. We'll make it 10 minutes. 10-minute speed paint. Snaps. Start. There we go. Oh, you've done it two-handed? Nice, nice. Good. I'm not the only one. Just realized I didn't do that quite the way I wanted to. So I'm just gonna. I'll brush off again. Still a little too wet to really do pupils, but good enough. All right, we're going a little bit longer just because I need to put a shirt on this dude. Oh, I need more red. White. Okay, now we'll get the big brush out. Give Jake a nice simple blue polo like he's wearing. Further than I wanted it to. That's okay. Now, last few touches. There we go. Actually, no, I lied. There's one more thing I want to do. Gotta fix this dude's hair a bit. to add some dimension to it, you know? Nearly. Because our friend Jake has very rosy cheeks. I don't want that much red. Well, there. I think that just about does it. There we go. All right. Took a bit longer than the usual 5 minutes, but hey, you can't capture Jake Van Bosch in 5 minutes. It was in my mind, yo. I was looking for my phone to take a picture. My phone's right here, actually recording the thing. So, thank you for that, El. So yeah, there's our buddy. Not bad. Not bad. If you send it to him, sans context, let me know what he says. I will. I will. All right. uh, that was cool. That was cool. Thank you, El. Now, I do need to grab some more white paint. So, let me just do that real quick. All right. Let me get this off the screen. Perfect. Hey, no worries. Thank you. Very well-deserving subject for a speed paint. That back up. And hey, you know what's a good sign? My camera hasn't glitched out once, so I think I finally got the specs right for the bit rates and whatnot. So thank you for your help with that too, El. I appreciate it. I was gonna say this isn't the right brush.
No problem. To be fair, the next step I had was to send you to Rain. She's the Twitch manager. Ah, fair, fair. I just thought of something. I forgot to put a big old highlight, on Jake's forehead. So we're coming back to this for a second, just because this is very important. It's essential for like getting the shape of the head too, you know? No, there's too much there's too much red in my brush still. Thankfully, this is acrylic, so that'll dry pretty quickly. Okay. Bit of red, a bunch of white. And a bit more red. Yellow. Thank you, Elle. You know what? Me too. Me too. Huh. Sometimes I look back at the old VODs and some of the old speed paints, and man, some of those were rough. There we go. So we'll let that dry. We'll have Jake just keeping right there. I'll figure that out later. Saturday. Oh well. Anyway, let's get back to this. With Jake peeping in the background here. No, I just looked up and realized that I have like 8 whispers from somebody. I don't know who, but I will treasure forever the Zeus one, but this is so good in your character. Well, thank you, Elle. I appreciate that. Is it someone bothering you to play a game with them? Hit them up on Discord. Yes, actually. Is that like a bot thing or something? Oh, it's a new troll scam thing. Okay, so let me Thank you. I got some troll in the name and was like, nope. The bold strategy being that up front with it.
By the way, that's a fantastic movie. Nope, by Jordan Peele. So obviously one of my favorite horror movies, but also just one of my favorite movies that I've seen recently. Man, that's a good movie. Obviously, not everyone agrees, and that's okay. I really enjoy it. I can't watch horror, but his stuff seems really well received. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. My wife can't watch horror movies either. They're too troubling for her, which is fair enough. I can't stand these guys and women and otherwise out there who are in relationships where they try to force their significant others to partake in things that they know good and goddamn well their significant other doesn't like. Um, I have a heart condition, or I would. Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, but like my wife just doesn't trip off of horror movies, and it's like, okay, well, that's one thing that we can't partake in together. That's all right. She hasn't been able to partake in my annual tradition on my birthday, which is I get myself a slice of cake and I watch my favorite movie of all time, which is The Shining. And that's how I celebrate my birthday, but I'm perfectly fine doing that by myself because she doesn't like horror movies. Like she can't handle them. It's like, all right, cool. Cool. There are plenty of other movies for us to watch. Hey, thank you for the glug glug. Appreciate it. Yeah, that her hobbies are so silly, I hate them. And mine are all good and she should like them. Yeah. Exactly that. It's silly. And likewise, she is really into like Dragon Boat and boating and all that kind of stuff. And watercraft. I am low key kind of terrified of boats. But guess what she doesn't do? She doesn't try to force me to get on a boat. Now, early on in our relationship, because I was still trying to impress her, I did a few boat things with her, like getting in a canoe and all that. And I was terrified the entire time, but I did it because I love her. And then when I explained to her that I really didn't feel like doing all that again because I was terrified the whole time, she said, "Fair enough," and hasn't tried to get me to do it again since. And the difference is, the first time it was I volunteered. I voluntarily got in those boats, and I enjoyed hanging out with her, and I love seeing the amount of joy being out on the water brings her. But I don't have that same level of joy. It's all just fear. Where can I find a partner like Yeah, I got very lucky. I got very lucky with my wife. She's wonderful. Also, did I accidentally say girlfriend there? Because I mean, it's sometimes hard to make the switch because you've been dating for. I mean, this year would have been our 6th anniversary dating. So she was my girlfriend for a very, very long time. Now she's my wife. But sometimes I gotta check myself. Oh, no worries, Sanity. Like I said, I sometimes say it too. Uh, but I'm getting better at at catching myself before I do. Honestly, the hardest transition wasn't even uh, girlfriend to wife or um, uh, fiance to wife. It was girlfriend to fiance. Man, did I had a hard time remembering fiance for whatever reason. And then I get happy every single time I realize, oh, I can say fiance now. Now I get to say my wife, which is just a. But no, Xanity, I got very, very lucky. Got very lucky with her.
I hope that one day, just don't do the clever thing of introducing your wife as your ex-girl.
Nah, that's not even funny. It's not even
clever. Like you said, in quotations, not even clever.
But no, Xanity, I hope that one day you're able to find someone, if you're looking, that you're able to find someone who makes you as happy as my wife makes me.
I wish that for everybody. If they want that, you know. Because some people are aromantic, you know. Anytime someone tries that on me, I just look at her and go, "Congrats on escaping the dead weight."
Hey, there you go. As you should. Because it's a dumb joke that should go the way of all the boomer "I hate my wife" comedy, and you know. All right, I think it's time to move on to the whites and grays.
If you ever want to see that cringe, are the r slash are the straights okay? I've been on that subreddit. Yeah, it's fun because the answer is no. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. Water is good.
All right.
So let's,
like I said, get some more white paint in here. Yeah, every single time I see humor like that, I'm like, man, I'm sorry that you hate your wife so much. My wife's great.
maybe you shouldn't be married.
Um, so I had a virtual doctor's appointment the other day, and everything's fine. Um, but I got hooked up with a new type of inhaler. Uh, because before I was using like a Bricanol inhaler, and that was like a relief inhaler that I would take whenever I would feel heavy chested or whatever. And I've been using that since I was like 16 or so. And I was just talking to my doctor about stuff going on, especially like since like in 2021, I'm fairly sure I caught COVID. Um,
But we were restricted from testing because they were only testing people who were elderly. They were the only people who had access to tests.
so I can only say that I'm pretty sure I got it. I didn't feel sick, but
Just respiratory wise, like my breathing wasn't
good. So I'm talking to my doctor about that and about how my Bricanol inhaler, like how often I take it and all that. And he's like, I'm not quite sure that your asthma is actually as well controlled as you might think it is. I was like, oh, okay. So he scheduled me for a breathing test, which is just as well because like I haven't had a breathing test since I was like 14. But he hooked me up with a new inhaler that's like a rescue inhaler, but also like a control inhaler. And that inhaler, I have taken it. I took it earlier today. Just one puff is all I needed. And then before that, the last time I had used it was like 2 days ago at 9 p.m. So I've gone like a good I guess 1.5 days. But I went like a good 36 hours without using my inhaler, which is unheard of for me. So needless to say, I'm very happy with this change in inhalers because, man, like I don't even feel like I have asthma right now. Which is a very, very new feeling. Thanks, El. I appreciate it. Oh, El, I meant to ask you, like, what do you prefer in terms of like referring to you? Do you prefer El? Do you prefer like going by like your name on like on a, I almost said X, not on X, on Blue Sky, or do you have a preference? Because I notice sometimes like other people in chat will call you by that name, and I didn't know if that was like reserved for like special friends or what you preferred. I do not give a shit. L or Gage are both fine. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's just that a couple of times I almost said Gage, and then I caught myself. It's like, oh, I don't know. He might not want to be referred to as Gage by someone like, you know. So I thought I'd check. But thank you for the confirmation. All right, this is coming together. Roommate still calls me L, and we both forget each other's real government names all the time. Fair. Fair. Now here. Bright white. And start working on this. honestly think that all the figure work I did for the Quiet Part Out Loud helped with that speed paint, because I had to learn how to like paint figures and faces and all that, because I hadn't done it in so long that I realized like, oh, some of these things are actually like transferring over in terms of what I learned and stuff. So thank you again for that, Elle, because it helped exercise my brain. Oh, you love that about painting? Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do a co-stream with Zell, by the by. Oh, nice, nice. What are you guys doing? I imagine it'll be hilarious. Also, when are you doing that? Hopefully I'm able to catch it. No, there's no doubt in my mind that it's going to be hilarious. No doubt in my mind. That shit'll be funny. I'm going to make him a quickie VTuber and VRoid as a birthday present. No painting, everything in VRoid studio. Hopefully Thursday night at 7. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to catch the VOD because I'll be at that art talk on Thursday, but I will catch the VOD. Wait, Central, that's an hour behind it. Yeah, I'll still be there, but that'll be cool. I'll look forward to the VOD too. And hey, I've got a lot of data on my phone, so I might even just like sneak in there, just open up Twitch on my phone and be like, yo, to say a quick hello and then bounce. If I don't die after stream, I might be there. Xanity, what are you doing for streams lately? If you don't mind taking a break from your lurking to sit. Of course, you don't have to. But I just thought I'd ask. Probably be on for a while. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah. So I should be able to catch some of it. I'm not modeling out hair or anything, nothing too custom, just a fun thing for him to play with. Nice. There you go. That sounds really dope. I pop up or announce when I can. Right now, I plan birthday streams, 29th to 3rd, 2 p.m. till whenever. Oh, nice. So Xanadu, do you have a March birthday too? Because that's another person. I was just saying earlier about how a lot of people in my personal friend group have March birthdays, and I myself have a March birthday. And apparently Elle's roommate has a March birthday as well. Popular month. You do too. Another one. Another one. We keep grouping up. Nice. There's dozens of us. Dozens. Amazing. Mars babies rise again. It's just the perfect month to be born in. Humble opinion. In the Midwest, the weather is unpredictable for planning. You know what? I was saying earlier, honestly, same here. Like half of my birthdays, like I would actually go outside and play basketball on my birthday because it was nice and warm out and everything. And then the other half of the time, it'd be snowing. And I'd still play ball, but it was much colder and much slipperier. Right? Sometimes we can go to the indoor pool, sometimes we had to stay indoor. Yeah, exactly. Everyone fucks in June, is what I learned. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm a birthday baby because both my parents' birthdays are in June. So once I put all that together when I was old enough, I was like, I think I know what was going on. Scandalous. I'll never forget my my mom, uh such a lovely person. Um very loveliest person you could ever meet. But every once again she'd say some cold stone hard truths, you know, to make you realize like, oh, yeah, no, you're right. So one time we were all talking, and for context, my mom before I was born, from the time my parents were married 3 years before I was born, and in that time, my mom unfortunately suffered 4 miscarriages. And I was like a teenager at that time, and it's very sad. But at the time, we had just come off of it was me, my younger brother, my younger sister, my parents, and then 3 of our cousins lived with us as well. My older brother didn't live with us, but 3 of our cousins did. And um, because of that, and then at that point, just 2 of the cousins had gone to live with other family members, and one was still with us. And I said to myself,
well, I didn't say to myself. We were talking about how many people were in the house, and I was like, man, can you imagine, um, had our siblings been born, it would have been the four of them plus the three of us, like me, my younger brother, younger sister, and our cousins. Like this house would have been so full. And my mom goes, and now knowing what childbirth entails and how hard it is, like how hard being pregnant is and all that kind of stuff. I didn't know that when I was a teenager, but I know that now. I've gained some knowledge and wisdom with my old age. My mom turns to me, knowing how difficult pregnancy is, and goes, "What makes you think we would have had you three if we had those four?" And I was like, actually, you know what? She said it even more pointed. She was like, if we had those other four, what makes you think we would have had you? And I was like, ooh, that's a good point. that's a good point. That's you're right. And she is right. Like, they probably would have stopped at like 3 or 4 kids. And then I wouldn't have existed. I was probably conceived on drugs. It explains more than enough. I knew I was an accident the whole time. Ah, man. That's yeah, that can be rough. I was conceived on the honeymoon. Ah, a whoops, but wanted. I see. How traditional of you. Get wrecked, wedded bliss. All right. I think I'm gonna call the stream here, but we've still got a couple more passes to do with these pixels. So we're not quite done the painting yet, or the drawing painting. My parents got married to make sure there was no birth out of wedlock. So wrecked. Well, thank you all for coming in. But this is what we got so far. So we just need to do some more cleanup on these pixels, which, looking at it, we really don't have all that much more work to do, but it'll fill another stream, I think. So yeah, thanks. Thank you, Zandy, and thank you, Elle. It was great hanging out with you all too. It's been a minute. But yeah, also some thank yous before we see what's going on. But yes, thank you, Xanady, for the 2 glugs, and thank you, Elle, for the speed paint redeem for our good friend Jake. I'll let you know what he says when I send it to him. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. Really good to see all y'all. So let's see. I've got like no one streaming right now. Do any of you have any art friends streaming? Because I have nobody. Like nobody's streaming. Like Base Windu is playing Super Mario World, but it's not really Super Mario World. It's Super Joe Bros. But that's about it. But no one's doing any art. If no one has any art friends, we'll I'll just I won't raid out, because it will be a little bit of a raid and run situation. Just Joffrey, but they don't need us. Have intimidating numbers. All right, then that's all right. We'll let's go to Windows.
Yeah, we can raid Windu. Sure.
Sure. Go say hi to Windu. Oh, I should put the raid message first. Based Windu. He is very nice. Oh, I forgot that you can't put the at. These new raid commands that aren't even new. They've been around for a while. Base Windu. There we go. All right, y'all. So thank you again for coming in. Next time we're gonna stream is gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna be playing some more Paper Mario tomorrow. Doing some more Chapter 4 things. Hey, yo. Slash commands indeed. We're gonna be playing some more Paper Mario tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern. So right after I'm done work. And then there won't be a stream Thursday, but we'll be back Sunday for either finishing this painting or some Celeste. I haven't decided yet. But hopefully we'll see you then. And in the meantime, let's go say hi to Windu. So thank you, everybody, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And take it easy. All right. Bye, everybody.